Cubs pounded the Dodgers. I loved it, 16-0. I mean, it feels like they're still scoring, but they got to go back out there and play today. We're going to talk about Ben Brown. He was awesome in the start. Cubs starting rotation, concerns about Justin Steele. Is he going to need surgery? Get into all that right here on the Cubs Baseball channel. Like, subscribe, thumbs up. Great for seeing you guys today, or great to see you guys today, and thank you. And let's get this show started. What do you say, everybody? Mick Gillespie, Cubs Baseball channel, and it is great to see you guys today as we talk about those Chicago Cubs. All right, let's get into it right now. You saw the game last night, or maybe you didn't if you didn't stay up late, but it was a barrage. It was an absolute massacre. Cubs beat the Dodgers 16-0. They just kept scoring and scoring and scoring in the game, but it was the pitching that stuck out to me. They got some runs. They got a run off of Sasaki, the starter, and then after that, they just crushed the bullpen. But Ben Brown got the start for the Cubs, and he looked great. And this is, I hope, the start of what could be an excellent season for him. But 6 innings, 5 hits, no runs, no walks, 5 strikeouts. He was in command of all of his pitches. He was facing one of the best lineups in baseball. He was keeping them off balance. Getting guys out. Didn't get hit by Ohtani, so that's always nice. And then the Cubs offense scored, and they scored a lot. Now, Ben Brown is really important because when you had the entire rotation together before Justin Steele's injury, you look at him and you're like, okay, this is a guy, if he doesn't start to pitch better, and he hasn't been good this year, you start to look at other options. Well, that's not an option anymore because of Justin Steele. Steele, his last time out was brilliant. I mean, just absolutely brilliant. And then he goes on the 15-day IL with elbow tendonitis. And then you get a report from the Chicago Sun-Times that they're going to get a second opinion. So he's going to miss a couple weeks, and then they're going to get a second opinion on the elbow. Normally, that conclude that there will be some a surgery. And even though we haven't gotten news yet, we're going to find out. And if the Cubs lose Justin Steele, they're losing one of their best pitchers. So, and a starter, and a guy that pitches a lot of innings, and a guy that wins a lot of games. It happens in baseball. That's why you have all these guys and all these different options. But this is definitely a blow. No doubt about it. It's a blow. If Steele doesn't end up in the rotation. And I would hate to, I'd hate to see him be out, but so we'll see. We'll keep an ear out for this. Now, what are the Cubs going to do? Well, the Cubs are going to do this. Colin Rea is going to go into the starting rotation. So he's been great in the bullpen. They'll send him down to extended spring, and he'll start to work on getting stretched out, as they call it, being able to throw more than just a couple innings. But in 3 outings, 5 1/3 innings, he's given up just 5 hits, no walks, and has a couple of strikeouts. He's got it, keeps the ball around the plate. When the Cubs got him, you look at his history, and he keeps you in games. So whether it's long term or short term, you take a guy like this who can do a little bit of both, and you throw him in there. And then what you hope is that Javier Assad's back soon. You got some guys in the minor leagues like Jordan Wicks, who just got to keep doing what they're doing. And then for this team to, I think, really make a run, Cade Horton's going to have to be that guy that kind of steps up and takes Steele's role as one of the elite pitchers on this team. I know he's a rookie, but he's got the potential to do that. So we'll see how that looks. So Justin Steele could be out for the foreseeable future. And if that's the case, then Colin Rea moving into the rotation, the guy's like an innings eater. He wins a bunch of games. He loses a bunch of games, but it's because he pitches deep into games. And so, that's kind of where they are right now. So after the 16-0 win, where are we sitting right now? Well, a couple things. Cubs play on Sunday, and a chance to get another game over 500. So they're 3 over right now at 10-7, and the Dodgers are kind of slipping a little bit. And guess who's going to get the start? None other than Colin Rea. So Colin Rea gets the start, and then so I guess he isn't going to be an extended. How funny is that? And then Tyler Glass now for the Dodgers. So when I put my show notes together, I hadn't even looked at that. So anyway, what I read was that the game plan was for him to go down and get stretched out and come back. So he's not even doing that. He's going straight into the rotation, which is even more interesting. But 6:10 Central Time, Cubs and Dodgers. Cubs have a chance to beat the Dodgers for a second straight day. You hate in baseball that you can't save some of those runs. I mean, I know we've talked about that a million times over the years, but still always tough to win on the road. And if they win the game, they'll win the series before heading to San Diego to take on Dylan Cease and the Padres. So anyway, that's a look at what we're talking about right now. So just go ahead and put Ray in the starting rotation, and he's in there now, and who knows how many innings he's going to be able to pitch being out of the bullpen. But interestingly enough, Cubs and Dodgers, and then they'll try to navigate. And what you hope is that you just keep getting good starting pitching. Maybe it's going to pinch the bullpen a little bit because they're going to have to throw more innings. And I've talked about it a lot, as well as Brown did yesterday. It would have been nice to get 7 innings out of them, but I'm sure they're probably like, you know what? No way. We don't want to risk anything happening. So 6 solid innings. Hey, we'll take that and then move forward with it. And try to set themselves up for Steele being out, which is kind of sad to say. All right, guys, thanks for being in here. Love doing the show with you on a daily basis. Like and subscribe, thumbs up. Can't wait to get to Wrigley, and I'll do some live shows there and see you guys when I'm in town. We'll get there. We'll figure out when that is, but have a great Sunday and go Cubs.